Okay, this is a totally different video that I'm doing, and you see it's super pretty, super beautiful behind me. Look at the beach. Okay, we are in Laguna Beach right now, and it was a surprise vacation for my husband, and this is what I'm going to share in this video, and I'm going to relate it to how to manage time effectively, because it seems like this is something that we are always complaining about. Either time is too short or time is too long. So I'm going to relate everything to this vacation. And so if you want to really find out more about managing time effectively, then watch this video up to the very end. And if you're seeing me for the first time, my name's Lisa Mackey, and I'm very, very passionate about helping driven people start and build their dream business. Well, incidentally, I was preparing to launch my free online class on Start Your Dream Business in 2022. I was like getting all the things, ready for the launch, for the class, for the first batch of students who signed up for the class. I was preparing for that over and above other things that I was doing, like multiple things, multiple projects, because I'm kind of on the tail end of one business and getting more focused on this new business that I have. And so in the middle of all that, my husband just announced that we were going on vacation. And so I was like, okay, just give me some time to plan for all these things, and I don't mind sacrificing my time and doing everything, and even sacrificing my weekend and working and cramming everything so that I can enjoy a vacation. Well, guess what? After we planned for a Hawaii trip, he then told me one day that, he is not very much at peace going to Hawaii because of all still the mask restrictions, and it was just not, a very certain weather. And if you're going to Hawaii, you definitely want to enjoy the sun. And so he changed his mind about it, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. So after preparing for it, he then tells me that we're not going to Hawaii, but then he said, okay, we're driving to California. And so I was kind of already conditioning my mind going to California, but still not super getting excited about it because of all the business that I am in the middle of. And so, but still, the back of my mind, okay, after all these busy schedules, I am finally going to take a break. And then he again told me that he was canceling it. So imagine the highs and lows, and the excitement of going, and then the disappointment of finally the vacation being canceled. So it was kind of like a roller coaster ride for my excitement, and then again my disappointment, and then all of a sudden he said, we're going again. So what is my point? My point is anything can happen, changes can happen, and the only thing you can control is how to navigate through those changes. And if there is something permanent in life, it is change. So we might as well learn how to adapt to these changes. And some of these changes are more manageable, and some of these changes are like just catch us by surprise. And so how to manage these changes is also a matter of how to manage time. Well, time is too long if you are waiting for something and if you're bored. But it is too short when you are enjoying, what you're doing. And when, you seem to be, it's too short when you don't want things to end. Like this vacation for me is going to be too short. But what I realized is that time is never too long and it is never too short. It is just enough. It is always enough. How we look at time is based on our mindset, and it's based on our situation. So time does not change. Time is just the same yesterday, today, and forever. It is how we look at time based on our situation that changes. So if we understand that time is there to help us and to be a friend to us, then we don't really have to resist. So whatever happens for a reason. And this is something that I have embraced over the years. I know that everything happens for a reason. So I could have been really, really disappointed, okay, over my husband's canceling those first two vacations, especially the second one. The first one was still kind of like forgivable. The second one was like, oh my gosh, I don't like this. I could have been really really upset. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I kind of got pretty upset about it. But then I realized, you know what, there's a reason why this happened. You know, I was able to really finish my projects ahead of time because I was thinking about that vacation. But when it was canceled, then I was like, you know what, I can probably take my sweet time again. But then again, my husband said, okay, we're finally going. And so time is there to hurry us up when we are slowing down and we need to hurry up. And it is there to slow us down when we are hurrying so much and it's already affecting our health. You know, I'm not saying that I'm happy when people get sick or if I myself get sick, but I use that as a warning. Maybe I need to rest. Maybe I've been really stressing myself out. Maybe I've been super busy. And so time is there like to push us forward or to make us stop. So when we look at time in that aspect, then it's easier. It's easier to adapt and go with the flow because we can't really resist it. When we get mad and resist it, then what happens is it works against us. And if it works against us, then it's not going to cause us to be effective in any way. Now, I'm not saying that you should just, go with the flow without having a schedule. In fact, the only reason why this vacation worked out and why I was able to finish my projects ahead of time, why I was able to launch my free online course like successfully is because I had a schedule. And so I always tell people, my students, my clients, and even people who ask, how do you manage time? How do you manage all these things at the same time and still do it successfully? I always tell them that it is good to begin with the end in mind. So when you're looking at what you need to finish, okay, and where you are right now, then you can plot your course more easily. And I always reserve, like if I tell people I'm gonna finish this project, or if I give myself a deadline, for instance, my deadline, my launch, okay, let's just say December 3 was the day I launched my online class for women and start their dream business in 2022. Okay, so that was my point B. And so I had to work backwards from where I was and plan my course effectively. So my plan, when I was doing my plan, was to be free from anything on that last week. Okay, which means that I wouldn't be rushing things on that last week. That last week, towards December 3, was already the week where whatever goes wrong, I can still fix it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of working at the last minute, I reserved that last week for whatever can go wrong so I can still fix it. And true enough, some things went wrong, like I couldn't upload a certain video or, just some technical glitches that happened and which I was able to fix because I plotted my course in advance. So when my husband told me that we were going to go on vacation for a week right after the launch, I felt more confident that I could do it because I already plotted my course wisely. And so this Whoa! Did I get zapped? Oh my gosh! I was just on the beach and now I'm back home. Well, now it's time to really take your business more seriously. So you want to start a business, but you don't have time. Well, let me go back to what I've said to you when I was on the beach. The time is constant. Time doesn't change. It's the same time yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever. It doesn't change. Our concept of time being slow or fast is dependent on our situation, where we are, and how we feel. That vacation flew by so fast because I super enjoyed it. So you do have time in your hands. It's just that you're not able to utilize that time wisely and effectively. And I'll tell you why, and I'll help you how to navigate through that. Well, time is your friend, but it can also be your enemy if you're not working with it. And so time is just always there waiting. So you can never say that time is not enough because time is always enough. Time is perfect. Time is just right. So it's always there. But what happens is we get overwhelmed with so many different things. And so when you're trying to start a business or you desire to start a business, that can really be overwhelming when you don't know what you're doing. Like you look to the left, you look to the right, and there's so many options, people telling you different things, and that can really keep you stuck. So when you're overwhelmed, you can get stuck. And that feeling of being stuck will not make you productive. So even if you set a time every day to start working on starting your business, and you have 1 hour a day that you have set aside just for that, if you feel overwhelmed and stuck, then you'll always feel that time is not enough. Productivity means that time is always enough for you. It's there. It's there to help you. So this is where planning becomes very important. You need a plan so that you don't get overwhelmed. You need a plan so you don't get stuck. So when you look at a plan, you need to have a point B and a point A. So point A is where you are right now. Your point B should be when you want to run your business. Okay? So starting your business begins today. And starting doesn't mean opening a store or launching a business. It's like saying that you're moving to a house. You only move to a house when everything is ready. And so starting your business begins today, and you start building it until the day that you decide to launch or run your business. So the point B is the launch or the operation, the actual operation of the business. So let's just say that you plan to do that, or you plan to see that happen in 12 months. So your point B is 12 months from today. And so you start today and you start building up to those 12 months. And so that is easier. And this is what I was talking about when I was on the beach doing that video, that when I plan, I always begin with the end in mind. Because when I start with the end in mind, and I can see from afar. And this is exactly what happened and why that vacation happened or came to pass. Despite the fact that my husband canceled on those vacations twice, and he definitely had a valid reason for it, he did give me the option when he finally said to me, okay, we're really going this time. He gave me the option of whether to go or to just choose another day for our vacation. If I'm so busy, he said, if you're so busy, you're doing something, then we can just postpone it. And I'm like, no, I want that vacation. I wanted it so bad. So anything that you want so bad, you'll find time for it. You'll definitely find time for it. And so because I wanted it so bad, then I was able to work well with time, but not without a plan. The vacation, despite my very, very, very busy schedule, I could have really said, I don't have the time for a vacation right now. Let's just postpone it. But I wanted it so bad. And so because of the plan, I was able to make it happen. So this is the same thing with your business. So you have your point B, and our point B is 12 months from now as an example. Then your point A is where you are right now. So when you see 12 months down the road, this is what's going to happen. You can plot your course more wisely. Now, just to let you know, okay, so this is not to discourage you or anything, but to help you plan more wisely. Launching or starting a business, it takes 6 months to a year to see some profit. Okay, sometimes it's not even a profit. It's just money coming in. You're just breaking even. So you start seeing that happen when you start seeing money come into your business within 6 months to a year. Sometimes it can happen sooner, depending on the type of business you have, but most of the time it's 6 months to a year. So if you're expecting to make money right away when you start your business, that you cannot make your point B the time when you want to start seeing money for your business. No, your point B is just the beginning when you start running your business. So don't make that, okay, in 12 months, I want to start making 10,000 in my business. So that's not going to happen. Just to let you know, okay? And this is also for you not to set up yourself for failure and for disappointment. And then you can launch your business. If you do things right, you can really launch your business in 3 to 6 months from the time that you start. And that can be possible. 3 to 6 months can be possible if you do things right. And if you build your business right, you follow every step rightly and correctly, then you will be able to have a successful launch and successful opening of your business, which can bring money faster. Okay, compared to just like trial and error. And this is why the plan is so important. And that's why it's important to know the steps on how to start and build your business. So this is how you will be able to allow time to work with you so that you will not be saying, I want to start a business, but I don't have time, because you do have time. So I've been talking about that free online class I was preparing for, right? before my husband said that we were going to go out on vacation. Well, guess what? That free online class will teach you how to start and build your business step by step, from the time that you conceptualize your business to the time that you launch your business towards a successful growth. Because in this class, you will also learn how to build your business on the right foundation. So you'll be going from not knowing what to do to having very clear steps to follow. You'll be going from, I don't have time for my business because I'm getting overwhelmed, to, oh my gosh, time is working so well with me and I'm really able to flow and start building my business. So this class is only for women. So if you're a woman, you want to start your business, this will really help you take off. And now is the time to begin. So check the link on the video description after watching this. Now, I have many more videos that will help you start and build your business. And so if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you won't miss any video I post on Wednesdays. And I would love to hear your thoughts about this video, even if it's just loving the background that I had when I was on the beach. Even just for that, I love to hear your thoughts, because I actually want to go back there. Really, that was like one of the best vacations I've had. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.